rhythmic tapping.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right. Well, I can play the piano. I need to.
Oh, okay.
Probably not on the table with the microphones, but
I can play the piano on the table with the microphones. I mean, I shouldn't. Anyhow, let's take news. Let's start talking about the Spiel Fair at Essen. So it's sold out for the first time ever.
Is that real? Is that true?
Yeah. Well, as far as I know that they said they had no more tickets on Monday, Tuesday. Monday. On Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then 4-day. I don't think they sold out Sunday tickets.
Slackers.
That being said, I did see some furor online of people who bought plane tickets, hotel rooms, and did not buy tickets to the fair because they've never had to in the past.
That's I get it. Crazy, on the one hand, I get it. It's like you can just show up and buy tickets. I get it on the one hand. It's always been the case for however many years. On the other hand, buy tickets ahead of time. Plan ahead.
You bought plane tickets. Is it because they didn't want to front all the money at one time? Are they trying to push the expenses?
Buying the tickets for the fair is not that much more on top of like hotel and flights.
I get
right?
that, but I mean also if it already strains someone's budget. I don't understand. As a planner, I don't understand. I could not just show up and get a ticket at the door.
Oof.
That would bother me so much.
I can't do that going to the zoo, much less going to like another country.
I've done it at the zoo.
Yeah, I'm just going to go buy a ticket at the zoo. I'm not pre-buying a ticket at the zoo. It's like calling ahead to McDonald's. Be like, I'm coming. You still got burgers, right?
I do know it. You don't pre-order before you go with the app?
If you come to Miami, we have a great zoo. But
it is fantastic.
Also,
pre-order your
really
tickets.
good McDonald's.
You don't need to pre-order your tickets at the zoo. It never
I do. One of us does. I don't want to show
up. It will never
up.
get full, the zoo. It will never get full.
Know.
And
that's what they said about Essen.
I was there when they opened it after COVID. It was a crowded zoo. Anyhow, so they said that they had 204,000 people, which again is a lie, for 4 days. That means 204,000 turnstiles. And I know that they're saying this because they said one of the reasons that they sold out is that they're not allowed to have more than 50,000 people on site at any given time. Now, that's some weird math because 50,000 times 4 is 200, not 204. But I'm guessing some people came part of a day and left, and then other people came.
But, I mean, that means what if you leave for lunch? Because you get that band for lunch, and then...
You might not be able to come back in.
Why not?
Because you were out, and somebody else came in and took your spot for the day. They're German.
That's
how they know.
That's fair.
Their math is watertight.
If McDonald's is right next to the zoo, I'd be suspicious. No, we have Burger King next to the zoo. Anyway, so they said that... Oh, no, it does say Sunday also sold out. So
really?
Which is weird because Sunday did not feel particularly
Sunday
full.
Was so nice. I could go to the bathroom in like 10 minutes.
I was told, though, that halls 2 and 3, 1 and 2 were much more crowded.
Oh, interesting.
See, everyone, definitely Essen is turning into Gen Con in the sense that when Thursday comes, there's the mad rush. We know this because at our booth, if you ever want to see us, Thursday morning is a great time. Because everyone just runs right by our booth to grab their games.
Yeah. They go get everything that's hot and they know will run out.
So anyways, Large was a success. And we're going to talk a little bit more about it in a bit. They had modernization. Their app was much better. Their mascot was everywhere. They wanted to push that. And their star guest was Aaliyah, the frontman of the rock band Saltatio Mortis.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, no, I met
I didn't know they had special guests.
Him? I met him, I met him briefly.
Yeah, where?
He was great. He was signing games.
How tall is he? He was shorter than I expected.
Next year, the fair will be October 23rd to 26th, which is much later.
Do you know why? I found out. I'm so excited. You know why. You were there for the conversation, too. Okay. Yeah, no, it's because the school districts, there's competing school districts in the area, and so they're always on a 2-week holiday. And so they do it to coincide with the second week of the school district that it's in. But the other outlying school districts complained that they want to be able to attend during their holiday as well. So they're going to a rotation. So now it's going to be later during the second week of the other school district's holiday, and then it'll come back to early. So it's going to rotate between the school district's holidays.
So you're saying it might be more crowded? It already sold out.
No, it's a different school district. It's different. It's different crowded.
Different crowded.
Different crowded.
So it'll sell out to different people, is what you're saying?
Yes.
That's better.
Yeah.
That makes me feel better.
Or this is what I was told. So secondhand.
I thought it might be because it might be a little bit colder. It might even snow.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's possible.
If it snows, I
That
will
would be amazing.
So happy.
It will not snow.
You don't
What?
know
No.
that. What, are you a meteorologist?
No, because otherwise I have a really good. You guys would always be talking to me here.
That's true.
All right. The dock workers on the East and Gulf Coast have agreed to suspend their strike, which is good, not just for gaming, but for everyone. They're
for
suspended
the
it
holidays.
till January 15th. So that's when the problems will start. But yeah, it is nice to not have to worry about getting stuff over the holidays.
Right. So the strike lasted, 2 days total or something like that, I think, before the agreement. It was a very short window, which is good.
Well, let's hope that they resolve it, because that would be a pain for us.
I do always find it very interesting how organized strikes are for these companies. You know, the big strikes, they're like, we're going to be going on strike in 2 weeks' time. We wanted to let you know.
This is your 2 weeks notice.
Oh, there's something happening? We can push it a week. Yeah. No problem. It's just so strange to me. It's not like, we're not coming in. Like, it's not sudden, you know what I mean?
Like,
They warn people. Like, they warn the company, listen, find alternates.
Telling you.
Because we're going to be on strike.
I feel like it's your mom counting down. 3, 2,
Yeah, I know.
1.5.
I'm more annoyed that they can be so organized about this strike and they can't get my packages on time. I'm like, where's my package? It's still at the dock.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but when's it coming?
We're planning a strike. We don't know.
All right. This is big news, actually. Stonemaier Games, Funforge sold Tokaido to Stonemaier Games. So Stonemaier Games is going to be reprinting Tokaido. This kind of was a surprise to me. I mean, this is the first time that they have bought a... Well, no, they did Libertalia. But I don't know that they bought that from another company. They just got the rights to it after it.
And that was like a second edition. I don't know if that counts, because they were selling Tokaido stock at their booth at Essen.
So they just took
They took existing, they took existing stock and were selling it.
Well, look at this picture. It looks like it's part of their line already.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just incorporated it right in. So it might be the first time they went with that model.
So I talked to them a bit, though, and it's almost the same game, but when they do reprint it, they're selling out the existing stock, but they're going to be adding a solo mode, which will be sold separately if you don't already own it. If you already own it, I mean. And there was something else they were going to do, too. I don't remember what it was. They haven't decided what they're doing with the other two games yet, Tokaido Duo and Namaji.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Interesting.
But I think they have them, too. So.
Okay.
CGE has a new logo, and I have to give CGE props on this new logo. They announced it, and then it was on everything.
They planned ahead for it.
They pushed it.
When we changed the Dice Tower logo, we have still got people using the old logo at some places. They had this on their new games. SETI has this on it. They're ready to go with this one.
I also like the logo.
It's super
cute. I think
cute.
it's very striking. It's very iconic. It's clear. It has personality without being too busy. I really like it. And it's a winky monkey.
And it said they're also unveiling next year their new website.
Spaceman.
Yeah, it's from a Galaxy Trucker.
Yeah.
The little
still going with
dudes.
monkey.
It's the only unfortunate thing about this logo.
Well, that's from Galaxy Trucker?
Yes.
Well,
Pick any of your other games.
Just pretend it's a monkey. Makes me happier. That's what I'm doing.
All right, the Tabletop Games Designer Association and Barnes & Nobles have worked together to put designer names on the websites. You can see an example here. Wormspan by Connie Vogelman and Wingspan by Elizabeth Hargrave. And so the Tabletop Game Designer Association, which just recently started a couple years ago, is the American version of a similar organization. I think the DZA, in Germany. That's about the rights of designers. The one in Germany was the one that they got the names on the boxes to begin with. So now it's getting them on websites.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I like this.
I mean, because it makes sense. If you see a book there, the book has the author's name right after it also.
Not the publisher,
Which matters to me.
By
or whatever.
Penguin or whatever. It's
right.
by whoever wrote
exactly.
it. Yeah.
No, I think that's great.
That's good. That's good. It's a good move.
Now, that's Barnes & Noble. I wonder if Amazon is going to do the same thing, but we'll see.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
All right. Forest Shuffle won the Fair Play magazine, where they do an annual best card game, and so it was Far Shuffle, which is still very popular. People were grabbing this at Essen, and it's been out for a year.
Yeah.
I don't like that logo.
No, I
Fair Play Horsey?
Is it a camel?
It's a horse.
Are you
Is it
sure?
a
I think it's a horse.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a donkey.
They have
it's all
hooves,
the
but then they
above.
also have hands.
They're also backwards, right? Those hooves are backwards, right?
What? No.
I don't know.
No, you're right. They're not.
They're round in the
correct.
front,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're good. That's right.
Yeah.
But then they have hands.
And then a Calvin haircut. Okay,
I
anyway.
really hate it. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about some games. Here we go. Osprey has announced Burnt Moon, or Line of Fire Burnt Moon. So this is a standalone 2-player game that fuses the lean deck building of the award-winning Undaunted series with fast-paced lane battling. 30-minute game, 2-player. Great cover.
That's
There's a
beautiful.
lot going on in that cover in a good way.
That's cool.
I like the lasers.
So that's coming eventually. Don't know when. It doesn't say here. Okay. Also, Escape Tales The Awakening is coming to Steam this year. So if you've never played Escape Tales The Awakening, now this is a long 6-hour escape room game. You can pause it so you just come back and play it again. I'm wondering if this will have sound effects and stuff. I will tell you this. If you've never played this story is a super duper dark story.
Okay. I was going to ask if it was that one that I've heard about.
Like this, so in this story, your wife has died, and your daughter is in a coma. Your life is not particularly great at this point, and so you are like entering your daughter's psyche, and that's the most positive thing of it. But
Wow.
well, I think there's like 18 endings, and one of them was sort of nice. So,
Jeez.
wow.
Wow.
But the puzzles
Okay.
are really good. There's a lot of puzzles, so it'll be interesting how to do that in Steam.
That's interesting. I'd like to check that out.
All right, Wicket the game. So this is a new game from Eric Boyeres. Erica. You're right. Based on the Wicket film that's debuting. So I guess this is just half the game then. I still can't believe they're doing.
Get it. Why?
No, the Wicket musical that they're releasing, this new movie, is the first half of the musical.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I didn't know
I didn't
that
know
part.
that at
What?
all.
What?
They haven't made that very
Why?
clear from any advertising.
No, I had no idea.
They're definitely all right. I don't get it because I didn't think the musical was that long, and even
No,
if it
it's
was, make it do a Lord of the Rings thing.
Because it's based very much on the musical, not on the book, right?
Yeah, I
Because the
think so.
musical does digress from the book. So it is
Well, the songs in the musical are better than the songs in the book.
the book the musical is based on?
Yeah, there's a book.
Wicked?
is a book.
I never read the book.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
Do you
book.
mean Wizard of Oz?
No.
No,
the book.
no, I don't
It's
mean
a
Wizard of
modern.
Oz.
No. It's a modern book based
Yeah,
on
okay.
Yeah.
those
Okay, that
books.
makes more
Yes.
sense. Like I know there's a book.
No, not the Wizard of Oz.
No. Yeah, it's a book.
That's a cool
the
cover,
book is
though.
also called
Yeah.
Wicked. So
I feel like this was just time. I mean, it's a hot IP. Yeah, why not?
Absolutely,
it's
yeah.
yep, sure. We knew.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not particularly
Yeah.
ooh, I've always wanted a board game based on Wicket. This just means if we play it, people are going to be singing the songs.
which one? Like what?
Defying Gravity.
There it
How does
is.
it go?
It.
How does it
No,
go?
I'm not saying that. Do you think I have the high voice for that song?
Sure, you got this.
You can
play
do
the piano. You
popular.
play the
Sing
piano.
popular.
Oh, I do like popular.
Go ahead.
No. Unlock Kids. What's wrong with you two today? Unlock Kids. This is the 4th establishment. I haven't even played the 3rd one. Didn't we get the 3rd one?
Yes.
Whose house is it at?
Not
Then
it.
maybe no.
Yeah. I haven't seen the
Let's
3rd
say
one.
Wendy's house.
I will say these Unlock Kids, especially ones games, are really popular.
Anyhow, this one has Song of the Sea, The Secret of Kells, and Wolf Walkers. They look pretty cool, actually.
It's pretty.
These are great. These are fantastic.
Is that kids'
games.
artwork?
Is that what?
Is that kids' artwork?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's the people who did Wolf Walkers or whatever, right? Is that art
Okay.
style?
Just
Yeah,
that top one, I was wondering if it was kind of like Cora Quest, where it's kids' artwork that an artist.
No,
'cause
but
it
way to
looks-
offend an adult out
Yeah.
there.
Just saying. I was
No,
confused.
it's not that great artwork. Okay.
Wow.
Nova Era. This is a game coming from Andrea Cerversio. This is a CMON game, actually, without miniatures. It looks like a straight-up Euro game, building your civilization, getting technologies, territories, and personalities, pulling them from a tableau. You'll be drafting and spending dice in this game.
Cool.
Looks really cool. This is also, I'm not sure when this is coming out. Oh, Q1 2025.
Looks good. I like that cover.
Wow.
Maybe I'll see an early copy of this at the expo.
I bet so.
That'd be cool.
Maybe they'll let you bring it back to share.
Yeah. One of the hottest games at the Spiel was the Lord of the Rings duel game, which we're reviewing here. But they're not done with this. Since Asmodee owns the Lord of the Rings brand, they are going to pump out more games. And so we have a Lord of the Rings trick-taking game, The Fellowship of the Ring. This is from Brian Bormuller, who designed this game, which I have played.
You talking about this game you've played?
Yeah, briefly. I've not played through much of it, but essentially it is a cooperative trick-taking game, very similar to The Crew in many ways, but has a storyline to it, and you'll be adding and taking cards out of the deck, which act as characters.
All right, I'm interested.
I love the look. The stained glass
like
window look thing is really cool.
Way to go, Lord of the Rings, but make it unique at the same time.
Right,
Make
right.
it stand out.
Pick a look.
So good. So good.
I love that. It doesn't have to be, John Howe again. You can do some funky.
Right.
Kind of like Chibis for Marvel, right? It's like unexpected.
Right.
But they're picking a thing.
Yep.
I like that.
This won't be the last time you see a Lord of the Rings game from Asmodee. Again, one of their studios, Embracer, that owns Asmodee, also owns a studio that owns Middle-earth. So I'm sure you'll see 10 games over the next few years.
No doubt.
All right, cool.
It'll be the new zombies.
I want to see, like, Lord of the Rings Carcassonne. I want to see Lord of the Rings Dobble.
I'm interested in none of that.
Gandalf. All right. All right. So the indie board game market is returning for its second time in Seoul. This is October 12th to 13th. It's similar to the game market in Japan. I'm assuming a lot of the different, you can see a whole long list of publishers there. I'm pretty sure a lot of these games and publishers we just saw, because there was a lot of Korean publishers at the Essen Spiel. So
Very cool.
Wait,
very
it's
cool.
October 12th?
Like this weekend.
It starts. Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Just making sure.
Still make it.
Some of this news is
You can
older
make it.
because we would have told you earlier. Okay. The Devere has announced some of their stuff for 2025.
Exciting.
The artwork shown is not necessarily final and everything else here. This is
But I
Galactica.
like it.
Don't change his artwork, Devere.
Yeah,
Don't
you
change
kidding me?
that.
This artwork is final.
I have decided it's final.
This is from Danielle Tashini.
Okay.
The Galactic Senate has launched a Transgalactica decree in order to increase their knowledge and influence beyond the already well-known fringes of the galaxy.
Okay.
So everyone sent fleets out for adventure. So it's a worker placement engine building game.
Yes.
5 rounds. You take an action, and everyone else can follow the same action, but they don't get the bonus. It's Puerto Rico time, baby.
Trans Puerto Rico Tica.
Hey, look, I've always been mind-boggled that mechanism isn't used in more games. I really like
The
it.
follow,
agree.
the
I
follow
agree.
The
mechanism.
follow,
Yes.
but whoever takes the main
Yeah.
action gets a bonus. I've always liked
I
that.
It's good.
really like it. Yeah.
Also from Devere, Ace of Spades. Don't change this cover
Oh my
either.
gosh. They're nailing. Is that like?
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
like a cowboy orc?
No, that's the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades.
That doesn't help me. What is that? What is it?
What band is that? Motorhead. Thank you. That's the lead singer from Motorhead, all zombified, I guess. And one of their big hits is Ace of Spades.
Oh.
Yes,
That song.
I knew that.
Dun, dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun. You never heard that song?
I have heard that song.
No, that doesn't help.
That's fantastic. I love this cover so much.
all right.
Well, I'm glad.
There it
That's
is.
funny. Chris immediately recognized it too.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, this is a game for 1 to 2 players, and you will take on the role of magician gamblers in the Weird West. Your path of vengeance has led you to Sweet Haven, Arizona. You know the necromancer who has ruined your life has taken over the cemetery as the base of his operations, and you're going to finish him off at all costs. You face Lord Killmister, a supernatural being, but your prowess as a gambler goes beyond sleight of hand.
Oh, wow. That's pretty funny. I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad we enjoyed it.
I'm in. Let's go.
All right. Red carpet. This is from Elo Puedes, Anna Lucchini, and Pau More. You are the paparazzi, and you want to get the attention of movie stars on the red carpet, so you take the best photos. I already hate the theme. I never want to be the paparazzi. But you know what this looks like? It looks a lot like.
Yes, picture perfect.
Picture perfect.
Yep.
Is this an actual
That's
picture
exactly,
you're taking? That's a phone, right? That's a real phone.
Yep.
And it looks like you're trying to position them to take the picture, and it's all about perspective. It looks a lot like it.
I don't know if that's a phone. Yeah, that is a phone.
That's like a game piece. Is it?
Oh?
Yeah. That looks like a real
game
phone.
Piece? Then how would it change then?
It looks like a real phone.
You're right. And here's how you know it's a fake phone, because the background of those three people is blue.
No, sir. That's called enhanced reality.
Enhance it.
Oh, Marion says it's like picture perfect, but with less setup. So that'd be interesting.
This looks interesting.
Huh. All right. You're right. I don't like the theme as much as the other, but.
Covenant. Not only is this cover not final, but the name's not final.
Okay.
This is coming in Spiel next year. You're dwarfs. You've been evicted from your home, and now you want vengeance. There's a lot of vengeance. Something bad must have happened to the DeVere people, and they're like, we'll get our revenge.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That's cute.
Yep.
So that's a year away. All right. Now we are at a new drafting game called, this is from DeVere, called Quorum. Quorum.
Oh, there's an M there hiding at the end.
Oh, wow.
I
That
did
is
not
hard
see
to
that M at all. You're right.
Yeah.
It makes more sense to say quorum.
Wow.
Anyway, the Roman Empire has spread around. You are Roman senators who share the power of Rome, and you acquire the greatest amount of influence possible. So you're playing cards to influence provinces. I hope it's more interesting than it looks, because it don't look great. The board and all.
I assume it's still in prototype.
Oh,
is what
for
we're
sure,
seeing.
right?
That being said, DeVere knows how to knock them out of the park with these medium box games. I assume there's 800 more pieces we're not seeing, because that looks like too few pieces to fit into their box.
This also like the look of their games always captivates me. Almost always, they're arresting.
Even this one?
I like the look of that cover. Yeah.
The cover specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave DeVere and go to. Sorry, got tired for a second there. And go to Hasbro. They're going to be making an expansion for Life in Reterra Moonrise.
Oh wow! Already.
Briefly, Eric Lang mentioned this to me at the Spiel Fair, and I asked him if it would fit in the original box, and he said, sadly, no. The original box has those nice inserts to hold the pieces.
Got it.
So it looks like there's 10 new buildings and 54 tiles, some more options. And then there's also 30 moon tiles that get shuffled in with the land tiles. And there will be a lunar event board and things. So it sounds like more of the same and then a module.
This is interesting because, this game was supposed to be mass market, like that crossover between hobby and mass market. And I find that expansions usually aren't mass market. They're more of a hobby thing. So it's interesting to see it kind of veering that way.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't think of any expansions sold in stores that aren't things that are like Funko.
Right.
Or Villainous or things that, have a lot of expansions.
Right. Or something like, you'll have like all the different Ticket to Rides, but they're standalone. They're not expansions. I feel like mass market
I don't
goes
think they
more
sell
that way.
the expansions in mass market normally.
So it's interesting.
I think an expansion to a board game is a fairly foreign concept to mass market audiences, right?
Yeah,
like
I agree.
DLC for a video game, we're there. Like people know what that is. That used to be a foreign concept, but I think for board games it's still a weird idea that I can buy a box off the shelf, but I can't play it. I need another thing that I got to make sure I have.
So that's just a really interesting to see it going that way because they pushed it so much as like mass markets where it's at. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, then our last piece of news, and this is a cool looking game, but it made me laugh. Reiner Knizia's
There we go.
Cosmo Lancer.
Of course.
So that looks cool. Beautiful. Space theme.
Space whales.
Really interesting.
Space whales.
Do you know anything about this game?
Oh, I do.
Do you?
This is a
Space
remake.
whales.
This is a remake of a game called Kingdoms.
Which
Kingdom has absolutely zero theme in it. And I know this because the game was called Kingdoms. Then it was called Beowulf, based on the movie Beowulf, and now Cosmo Lancer.
Wow.
Oh, I actually like the game. It's a very simple game of you draw tiles and you put them in this square grid, and then you also put your, I was about to say castles, your whales in the grid, and when the row or column is finished, you'll get the points for that.
Well, this one you're taking pictures,
So it's like
the things
tic-tac-toe.
you're placing is actually
It's a camera.
cameras.
What?
Ugh. You're right. I can see those are cameras. You're just placing a camera on the board.
Yeah.
How's that different than a
Cosmo
whale?
Lancer.
I mean, it's still pretty themeless.
You're taking pictures of space whales. You're a space
Yeah.
photographer, yeah? Follow me on this.
It's again, I'm okay with this because
cool.
I like the base game a lot.
They're trying. Avalon Hill's putting out some funky new stuff, right? Life in Reterra. This is the next one, kind of that they're pushing.
Was Life in Avon Hill? Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah, it's sort of. This is the follow up to that, and I don't mean that they're connected at all. I just mean that's the next one they're choosing to do in this new kind of threading the needle push between hobby and blurring that line.
Yeah.
That line between hobby and mass market. Trying to diminish that line. Or erase it even.
I guess.
Or capitalize on both markets.
Capitalize on both. Yeah, however you want to phrase
too much
it.
theme for a game, in my opinion.
For this game?
Yes.
Do you think it'd do better if they just made it abstract?
No. I don't think it's gonna do well anyway. Avalon Hill has no.
I just wonder. This game is. It's okay. Kingdoms is all right.
Why is it the third time it's done? I mean, if it's the third time it's done, is it because there's one person that's loving it and pushing it?
Oh, Reiner Kitties is no joke. Is really good about getting his games reprinted.
Wow, that's just
Yeah. So he has an agent. They work really hard at it, and I actually do like Kingdoms. I want to. Well, just look it up and see what I've given it. I think I've given it a 7 or an 8.
Kingdoms
good,
is between a
actually.
6 and a 7 for me. It's fine. It's just very abstract.
Does it need 3 versions?
No, I've given it an 8.
Well, it's out of print.
They've changed the name already.
You got. You no longer own Kingdoms.
Apparently, I've given Cosmo Lancer an 8. Wait a minute.
Does that mean you don't review it?
That's weird because Beowulf the movie, the board game, they said replaced Kingdoms. Like, it's so dumb.
Beowulf was different because
it had 4 boards.
you had different boards and you had new tiles per. Like, it followed the movie. It was very thematic, yeah?
It actually added too much. That's why I gave it a 7 instead of 8. I just think it's weird if you go to Beowulf the movie board game, it says re-implements Cosmo Lancer. No, it does not.
Oh, weird.
Cosmo Lancer.
Yeah, that's strange.
I like the look here. I don't know if the...
This is what the original game looked like.
No. Jeez.
There's your castles.
I looked into the light. I can't see anything now. I made it.
No, I don't know what we're looking at now.
I mean, I like
I
the
don't even know what
background
that
of that.
There's a large
Anyway,
version
you
of
just
it.
literally would place tokens and you would check your row and column and see how many points you got. It would positive or negative. Sometimes you place them to mess people up. It'd be like -4.
Right, you have your level 4 camera. I'll put a -6 whale there. Now you're getting -24
Some whales
points.
are ugly whales.
Oh my
okay?
gosh, I hate
And then
this
you got
game.
cute whales. They're worth positive points. You're publishing,
Yeah.
in
No, I'm good.
International Geographic.
All right. I'm sure there's more news. There's a lot of different things that have been happening over the past few weeks, but we'll get to it next week. For now, that's the board game news. Hey folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, you would love to game with us at one of our conventions. Check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Bassel.